At 107 Tire and Service Center, we pride ourselves on being professional and reliable while giving you an honest service at an affordable price. From alternators, brakes, and computer diagnostics to motors and transmissions, most repairs come with a 12-month and 12,000-mile warranty on parts and labor. Need tires? We have those too. Major brands such as Cooper, Hankook, Michelin, and more. We are a family-owned and operated business located at 6256 Irwin Highway, Jeykell, Tennessee. Call or stop by today for a quote or repair. 423-620-4970.
At Carrier, we've always understood the unique challenges of heating, ventilating, and air conditioning in healthcare settings. And since inventing modern air conditioning in the early 1900s, we've continued to create innovative solutions to overcome them. How do we do that? By looking at air differently. From integrated HVAC system design and optimization to control and service, our experts can help you see innovative ways to improve air quality throughout your facility. It's a process that allows you to see even greater benefits, like meeting specific air and ventilation requirements to manage infection control, and enhancing health and comfort through more localized control of air temperature and ventilation, both of which can yield increased patient satisfaction scores, and even improve staff productivity. So whether you need HVAC solutions for new construction, replacements, or temporary supply, turn to the experts at Carrier. We'll work with you to provide an optimized continuum of air for your continuum of care. For more information about our products, resources, and services, and to connect with your local expert, visit carrier.com/healthcare.
We take many precautions to stay protected. Online protection requires the same amount of precaution. Cybercrime is a $6 trillion industry. Roughly 158 people fall victim to this type of crime every second, and a business will be compromised every 11 seconds. In the last 3 years alone, the number of malicious websites has increased by 130%. Bottom line, you need protection from someone you trust. Call Computer Pros for protection plans as low as $4 a month.
People want to have a one-stop shop. They need us for now all these different services, not just the heating and air side.
When things are going wrong, you want the company that's going to be able to get things done as fast as possible for you.
Today we're going to be in over 600 homes. What the customers can count on is we're going to send a competent person to your home with a vehicle that's stocked and prepared. We're going to do what's right.
Right now, we're waiving our $79 service fee with any CoolRay, Bight Box, or Mr. Plumber service.
With the Buttkicker Gamer 2, what you see and what you hear is what you feel. Buttkicker, the future is feeling.
Incorporated, they've strived for over 35 years to make their name stand out in great customer service and quality work. They know the two go hand in hand. Without the support of Southern Delaware, they could not continue to grow and provide the services they do today. Their welders have many years of experience and are certified in both structural steel and pipe. They're committed to getting the job done right, and that's what makes the difference. Marvels looks forward to working with you and thanks you for the opportunity to show you how they strive to be Southern Delaware's #1 welding shop. Marvels Portable Welding. Find them on Facebook.
Get the most horsepower from your great engine with Fabrication headers and exhaust. Fabrication headers and exhaust is an official partner of the American Crate All-Star Series and used by winning racers such as Dylan Brown, Logan Robertson, Carson Ferguson, Christian Hanger, Cody Overton, and Eli Beats. Fabrication headers and exhaust, just a click of a mouse away at profabrication.com. Quality that wins. Get yours at profabrication.com.
Hello, my name is Benny Boudreau and I created the Springrithm app. The Springrithm app allows someone who doesn't have access to a spring smasher to be able to set their car up to their manufacturer's suggested install loads and center to centers, as well as be able to figure out their dynamic loads, as well as make adjustments to them to make their handling of their car better. For someone who does have a spring smasher, Springrithm will greatly reduce the amount of time to figure out those new stack setups by allowing for instantaneous spring rate changes as well as load changes. Springrithm will even make sure that your setup doesn't coil bind at the loads that you're trying to hit. For only $4.99 a month, you too can have access to the same information that top late model teams across the country are using to gain a competitive advantage.
The following is a special presentation of the Pro Late Model Dirt Series, exclusively on the Turn 3 Racing Network, your home for everything e-speed.
He's not going to waste any time. Going to go the 2 for 1 in turn number 1. Here we go, 4 wide to all you race fans tuning in here tonight. The race is on here for the race lead. Welcome in here, race fans, to the Volusia Speedway Park here tonight for the Pro Late Model Dirt Series presented by ShowMeDirt.com. The Gator Nationals, presented by Evolution Racing Technology, have rolled into the state of Florida. These boys here tonight are ready to go racing. They have been all up and down the East Coast, out into the Midwest, and now these boys are right back where it all started in Florida here. This is our second trip to the Volusia Speedway this season. Justin Gledhill picked up race number 1. That was back in, well, that was all the way back at the beginning of May. So now, who will be able to pick up a win here tonight? 15 drivers have made the truck down here to Volusia tonight. We will see if any one of them could pick up the win. Well, the championship standings, we're already over the halfway point in this championship season. The championship points brought to us by ShowMeDirt.com. They look like this. Your top 5 drivers, Tater Williams has the top spot as the Rookie of the Year. He has 954 championship points. Chase Wascom is sitting second. He has 910. He's last season's defending champion. Brandon Bender is sitting in third with 848 points, with Brandon Combs right behind him in position number 4. 770 to Brandon Combs' name. Brandon Marlowe is back there with 768. He is your 5th place driver in the championship standings. So who will kind of close that gap? We talked to Tater and Chase last week when they both finished on side the podium spots, and each one of them said that it's going to be a knock 'em out, drag 'em out kind of style all the way to the end of this one. So race fans, I hope you're ready here at Volusia tonight for the Gator Nationals presented by Evolution Racing Technology. We have 4 heat races on the docket here tonight before we go to our 50-lap A main event, as we'll start things off here tonight in just a couple of moments with our first heat race of the evening. Of course, our first heat race of the night is brought to us by 946 Designs. If you're looking for a graphic done for your iRacing machine, well, you have to look no farther than our friends over at the 946 Designs Group. Make sure to check them out on Facebook and give them a like. Contact them today if you want to be looking just as good as one of these drivers here tonight. Cars are starting to make their way to the starting grid, so let's take you down to the starting lineup. Starting lineup here tonight brought to us by Damion Patton Real Estate. Let Damion make your future home your forever home. This is your starting lineup here for heat race number 1. Starting on the front row, driving car number 1. This is, 1C of Colin Valls, the driver out of Illinois. The Bobby Pierce, Next Level Mount Zion, Auto Service entry. He'll start P number 1. Starting to his outside, well, he has the same last name. It's going to be Brian Valls out of Illinois, driving the Rocket XR1 chassis. Hudson Paul Wayhouse. He'll start P number 2. Starting in the third position, he drives car 182 out of Kentucky. It's the Longhorn Bangin' Motorsports. It's Tater Williams. Starting in position number 4, driving car number 28 here tonight. This is going to be Brandon Combs out of Cincinnati, Ohio, with the Rocket XR1 chassis. Combs cut Busher Drilling Service. Number 28 of Brandon Combs. He'll roll off 4. Starting in the final position here for heat race number 1, driving car number 48. This is going to be John Talkington with his Dark Horse chassis. J&J Racing. D&M Coating. Number 48P. John Talkington will roll off from position number 5. That's your 5-car starting lineup here for heat race number 1. Remember, our heat race number 1 is brought to us by 946 Designs. 10 laps going to be the distance here in heat race number 1. As you see, the cars already out onto the speedway. There they are, race fans. Who's going to pick up heat race number 1 here tonight at the Volusia Speedway Park? They worked themselves out of turn number 4 to the restart zone, and the green flag for the first time here tonight is going to go up. It's the 946 Designs heat race number 1. 8 laps going to be actually the distance here. 8 laps the distance as everybody's down the back straightaway. Car number 41 picked up a heat race win last week, and he is going to pick right up where he left off. 1 car down to the inside, retaining wall down there in turn number 4. That was the 182 of Tater Williams. Williams comes into the night as your championship P number 1 position driver. He's been on a rip of lately so far. See if he can keep the good streak rolling. So far, 2 green flag laps in the books, and it's been all this driver of that 41 out front. As you take a look at our CoolRay heating onboard camera, it's the bar camera outside of every one of these cars here tonight. We got to thank CoolRay for the awesome shots that they provide all of us here with the Pro Late Model Dirt Series. Everybody just getting in a groove right now, still trying to feel out the racetrack. You see the battle for that second spot as we still ride on board with the race leader. Colin in that 1C trying to move up. Just can't quite make that inside lane work just yet here tonight. Tater Williams has dropped back. He is running in that 4th position. Can't seem to get that 182 up and rolling the outside lane. 48P of John Talkington looking to go down to the inside. 3 laps to go that time by at the stripe. Everybody goes back into that single file formation. This time by, the old popsicle sticks are going to go into the air. 2 more laps to go here tonight in the 946 Designs heat race number 1. The Gator Nationals here tonight. Brian looking to take heat race number 1. He comes underneath the stripe. It'll be 1 lap to go. Brian's led every lap so far. What does Brandon Combs, though, and that Combs cut machine have left in the tank of that number 28? That Longhorn chassis is going to have 1 final shot at it. It'll be this time out of turn number 4. It won't be good enough. Brian Valls will pick up his 2nd heat race win of the season. So he'll win the 946 Designs heat race number 1. That means there's going to be another heat race coming up right here, and it's the heat race number 2 brought to us by Justin Sick iRacing Photos. You need a photo of your iRacing car? Well, you need to head on over to Justin Sick iRacing Photos. Justin Sick has the sickest iRacing photos on the market. The Damion Patton Real Estate starting lineup for heat race number 2 looks like this. Starting P number 1, driving car number 28. This is going to be Dylan Hutchinson, the driver out of Missouri, the Rocket XR1 chassis. Justin Sick iRacing Photos. That's your pole. for tonight's heat race number 2. Starting to his outside, driving car number 25, the driver out of North Carolina. It's the Rocket XR1 chassis. GBC Spencer Boyd LLC entry. That's car number 25 of Cody Terry. Starting at P number 3, driving car number 22 out of Ohio. It's the Swartz chassis, Stockton Hill Insurance, Vortex Wraps, number 22 of Brandon Bender. Starting at P number 4, driving car number 3E out of Greenville, Tennessee, the Warrior chassis, Bass Pro Shop, Food City. It's the 3E of Cody Early. Starting shotgun to the field here in heat race number 2. It's going to be the number 37 here tonight. 37 driven by Brandon Marlowe, the driver out of Dexter, Missouri, the Rocket XR1 chassis. Team DTJ, Milner Media and Designs entry. He'll start shotgun to the field. That is your 5-car starting lineup brought to us by Damion Patton Real Estate. Remember, let Damion make your future home your forever home. We'll put another 8 laps up on the board here. And let these 5 drivers rip. And if I'm reading my notes right here tonight, we should only have actually 3 heat races. We'll see if that does hold true, but the green flag is up. Here they come to turn number 1 for the first time. Dylan Hutchinson going to get a great start with his number 28. He'll roll the top side of the speedway down the back straightaway, but here comes the number 22 of Brandon Bender. Bender going to go side by side. Who's going to have the better drive off turn 4? Lap 1, give it to Hutchinson. Now Bender down into turn number 1, going to put the nose of that Pro late model out there just a little bit ahead. 2 by 2 for the top 4 spots as they work down the back straightaway. This time out of the corner, that outside lane going to rocket ship right back to the top spot. And now here comes Bender back to the top spot. Marlowe nowhere to go right now as he's riding right there in that 4th position. Right on board with our 107 Tire and Service Center onboard camera here with the driver of that number 37, Brandon Marlowe, the Missouri boy. Cody Terry holding his own, looking 3 wide. They were looking for 3 wide out of turn number 2. They got it settled down very quick. Cody Early back there still pacing the tail end of this battle. Still back there running in 5th. Still has a shot here tonight. Cody Terry holding the outside. That muddies number 25. Marlowe going to slip down to the bottom side of the speedway. He'll lose a little ground in car 37. Oh, big wiggle that time. Caught a rut going down into the corner. Cody Terry up way out of the groove. He'll put 4 up into the fluff, and now he'll scrape the outside wall down the back straightaway. Hutchinson making the outside lane work as he'll get the popsicle sticks. It'll be 2 to go, this time by at the line. He still has Brandon Bender right there, and Brandon Marlowe isn't very far behind. Neither is Cody Terry or Cody Early. Down to the bottom side of the speedway. Here comes that Longhorn chassis. Number 22. Bender took a peek. He closed the gap that time. Popsicle sticks going in the air. Well, missed a lap. Wanted to give you race fans an extra lap of excitement. Now it's the final time down the back straightaway. Just like that, heat race number 2 going to come to an end. Drag race. Dylan Hutchinson going to pick up heat race number 2 here tonight. Brought to us by Justin Sick, Iracing Photos. So it'll be Hutchinson and Bender 1 and 2. That'll leave one more heat race here tonight on the docket. Let's head down here tonight for your Torque Graphics heat race number 3, and this is your Damion Patton Real Estate starting lineup. Starting on the pole here for heat race number 3, he is the driver of the number 75. This is Andy Piercefield in that CoolRay number 75. Starting in P number 2, driving car number 51, the driver out of Tennessee. It's the Rayburn chassis. Team DTJ, Milner Media and Designs, number 51. This is Jacob Lassiter. Starting P number 3, it's the rookie sensation who came in and won in his first ever attempt here with the Pro Late Model Dirt Series. This is going to be Colby Horner in car number 86. Starting at P number 4, it's good to see him back on the tour here tonight. It's the driver out of Hamburg, Pennsylvania. It's the Full Moon Garage number 97. It's the Hamburg Hot Dog of Robbie Schaefer. Starting shotgun here in heat race number 3. He is last season's champion out of Louisiana, the MB Customs Milner Media and Design, Start 3 Racing Network. This is Chase Wascom. Lascombe's going to put on a show here for us, race fans. I have a feeling he may be at the back of this field to start this race. I don't think he's going to be there very long. Last season, he won just about everything under the sun with the Pro Late Model Dirt Series. This year, it's been a little bit more of a challenge. He's picked up the win at Kokomo. He's picked up a win back at Lernerville. Now he's going to try to give it a whirl here at Volusia. Here we go. Put 8 laps back on the board, and let's see what these boys can put on a show. Great start to the outside there by car 51. Jacob Lassiter is looking for the race lead here on lap number 1. He has nosed ahead. The battle is for that second. Oh, Piercefield going to get turned by Horner down there. Let's see if he can get it fired back off. It does look like he's going to fire off, but he's going to lose a ton of ground. He's going to be scored way back into the 5th position. Caution flag is going to fly here tonight. First caution flag of the evening here in our heat races. One car getting turned around down there in the corner, bringing out the first caution flag of the night. Let's take a look back on our replay and see if we can find what happened. We did see the number 75 CoolRay of Andy Piercefield go for a little bit of a ride. Well, let's go back here and check it out. Watch that blue number 75, the CoolRay sponsored entry. Down into the corner, the 75 goes, and that shovel nose of the 86 of Horner just right up underneath the bars of that number 75, turning Andy Piercefield around. And it does look like it's going to be Colby Horner going to the back of the field here. So Horner will get assessed that EOL penalty, the end of line penalty, so he'll just drop back from what would be the 3rd position. He will now be scored in the 5th position for all the race fans tuning in here tonight following along. Well, we got to thank everyone that's tuned in so far here tonight to watch the Gator Nationals presented by Evolution Racing Technologies right here from the Volusia Speedway Park. Back in Florida for the 2nd time this season. It's their 2nd trip to Volusia. We've also made a trip over there to the USA International Speedway to start the season off down here in Florida. Looks like we should get the 1-to-go marker here, though. But yeah, we got to thank everybody that is tuning in, whether you're watching us live here tonight over on the Turn 3 Racing Network Facebook page, whether you're watching on the Turn 3 Racing Network YouTube page, or if you're tuning in live here tonight on the Pro Late Model Dirt Series Facebook page. We welcome you all to the Turn 3 Racing Network. My name is Roger Muth. I'm up here in the booth tonight, bringing you all the racing action here from Volusia. We thank you for tuning in to watch some of the best dirt track racers on the iRacing.com service. All these drivers are racing from the comforts of their homes, their race shops, their basements. I heard a couple of them are out even in a shed, and one driver is tuning in here tonight racing from a hotel room on an ironing board. So we'll see how that works out. Green flag back into the air, though, after the first caution flag of the night. Jacob Laster's got to try and take that race lead and run with it, because here comes the Hamburg hot dog. He's going to see if he can throw a little mustard on this party. He goes up to the top side with that full moon garage number 97. Robbie Schaefer gives a bid for the race lead. Not good enough at the line, though. Jacob Laster had it. Now Schaefer to the outside. He is being scored at that scoring loop out ahead of the 51. We'll see if he can get back to the stripe, though. There is Horner up to the top side. Look at Jacob Laster really roll the bottom. I think he just caught a little bit of that ute tire. A little bit of damage just appeared on car number 51. Jacob Laster may have just hit the ute tire down there, just as the pit road window right there, that little break was in the wall. Look at Horner pressuring, very smooth, like silk down there, trying to get around Robbie Schaefer. He'll slide up in front of Robbie Schaefer. Schaefer going to cut back down. 3 laps to go here in our final heat race of the night. Schaefer going to return the slide up in front. Horner's going to turn right back underneath and say, I'll lead that time. 2 laps to go in the battle as well for the race lead. 3 wide for position number 2. Look at Chase Wascombe. He is in the middle, down to the bottom side. Jacob Laster, Robbie Schaefer still hanging high, wide, and handsome. Rolling around the outside. White flag is up into the air. Colby Horner looking to pick up another heat race win to his name. What does Chase Wascombe have to say about this one? Final time down the back straightaway. Colby Horner going to go to the top shelf, see if he can carry as much momentum as he can. He will. There you see the 15. There go 3 wide at the line, but it's going to be Horner, Schaefer, Wascombe, Lassiter, and Piercefield. So Philby Horner will pick up the win there in our final heat race of the evening. I believe all these drivers will now have a 10-minute window to make any adjustments to these Pro late models that they do please before we head into our feature event here this evening. Feature event brought to us tonight here by Evolution Racing Technologies. We thank them for coming on board here with the Pro Late Model Dirt Series presented by ShowMeDirt.com. If you're in the Southwest Missouri area, race fans, you need to check out ShowMeDirt.com. If you need an event promoted out in Missouri, also, don't hesitate to contact our friends over at ShowMeDirt.com by simply just typing in ShowMeDirt.com in your browser today and let them know what you're looking for, and they can help you out. Well, while these drivers have a quick 10-minute window, we're going to step away from the microphones here tonight at Volusia, and we will be right back to bring you more racing action for the Pro Late Model Dirt Series presented by ShowMeDirt.com right here at the Volusia Speedway Park.
At 107 Tire and Service Center, we pride ourselves on being professional and reliable while giving you an honest service at an affordable price. From alternators, brakes, and computer diagnostics to motors and transmissions, most repairs come with a 12-month and 12,000-mile warranty on parts and labor. Need tires? We have those too. Major brands such as Cooper, Hankook, Michelin, and more. We are a family-owned and operated business located at 6256 Irwin Highway, Chuckey, Tennessee. Call or stop by today for a quote or repair. 423-620-4970.
At Carrier, we've always understood the unique challenges of heating, ventilating, and air conditioning in healthcare settings. And since inventing modern air conditioning in the early 1900s, we've continued to create innovative solutions to overcome them. How do we do that? By looking at air differently. From integrated HVAC system design and optimization to control and service, our experts can help you see innovative ways to improve air quality throughout your facility. It's a process that allows you to see even greater benefits, like meeting specific air and ventilation requirements to manage infection control, and enhancing health and comfort through more localized control of air temperature and ventilation, both of which can yield increased patient satisfaction scores, and even improve staff productivity. So whether you need HVAC solutions for new construction, replacements, or temporary supply, turn to the experts at Carrier. We'll work with you to provide an optimized continuum of air for your continuum of care. For more information about our products, resources, and services, and to connect with your local expert, visit carrier.com/healthcare.
We take many precautions to stay protected. Online protection requires the same amount of precaution. Cybercrime is a $6 trillion industry. Roughly 158 people fall victim to this type of crime every second, and a business will be compromised every 11 seconds. In the last 3 years alone, the number of malicious websites has increased by 130%. Bottom line, you need protection from someone you trust. Call Computer Pros for protection plans as low as $4 a month.
People want to have a one-stop shop. They need us for now all these different services, not just the heating and air side.
When things are going wrong, you want the company that's going to be able to get things done as fast as possible for you.
Today we're going to be in over 600 homes. What the customers can count on is we're going to send a competent person to your home with a vehicle that's stocked and prepared. We're going to do what's right.
Right now, we're waiving our $79 service fee with any CoolRay, Bight Box, or Mr. Plumber service.
With the Buttkicker Gamer 2, what you see and what you hear is what you feel. Buttkicker, the future is feeling.
Incorporated, they've strived for over 35 years to make their name stand out in great customer service and quality work. They know the two go hand in hand. Without the support of Southern Delaware, they could not continue to grow and provide the services they do today. Their welders have many years of experience and are certified in both structural steel and pipe. They're committed to getting the job done right, and that's what makes the difference. Marvels looks forward to working with you and thanks you for the opportunity to show you how they strive to be Southern Delaware's #1 welding shop. Marvels Portable Welding. Find them on Facebook.
Get the most horsepower from your great engine with Fabrication headers and exhaust. Fabrication headers and exhaust is an official partner of the American Crate All-Star Series and used by winning racers such as Dylan Brown, Logan Robertson, Carson Ferguson, Christian Hanger, Cody Overton, and Eli Beats. Fabrication headers and exhaust, just a click of a mouse away at profabrication.com. Quality that wins. Get yours at profabrication.com.
Hello, my name is Benny Boudreau and I created the Springrithm app. The Springrithm app allows someone who doesn't have access to a spring smasher to be able to set their car up to their manufacturer's suggested install loads and center to centers, as well as be able to figure out their dynamic loads, as well as make adjustments to them to make their handling of their car better. For someone who does have a spring smasher, Springrithm will greatly reduce the amount of time to figure out those new stack setups by allowing for instantaneous spring rate changes as well as load changes. Springrithm will even make sure that your setup doesn't coil bind at the loads that you're trying to hit. For only $4.99 a month, you too can have access to the same information that top late model teams across the country are using to gain a competitive advantage.
The Pro Late Model Dirt Series is brought to you by ShowMeDirt.com, Torque Grafixs, 107 Tire and Service Center, CoolRay Heating and Air Conditioning, Vortex Wraps, Damion Patton Real Estate, Houston Guttering, CK Racing, Evolution Racing Technologies, 946 Designs, Combs Cuts, Scott Morgan Flooring, Marvel Portable Welding, Jeykell Controls, Evolution Bodies, Collins Lawn Care, and Justin Sick Iracing Photos.
Welcome back here, race fans, to Volusia here tonight for the Gator Nationals, presented by Evolution Racing Technologies. It's the Pro Late Model Dirt Series, presented by ShowMeDirt.com, right here on the Turn 3 Racing Network. My name is Roger Muth, and I'm glad to be here tonight with all you race fans tuning in across the platforms here that we are broadcasting tonight. Tonight, these drivers have already laid down 3 heat races. Brian Vols picking up his second heat race win of the season. Dylan Hutchinson back to the top spot, and Colby Horner picking up heat race number 3. So the heat races are all in the books tonight here at Volusia. That means it is time to get things amped up and ready to rock here tonight for the Gator Nationals. It's the second ever Gator Nationals. Last time we were here in Volusia, Justin Gledhill, who's not in attendance here tonight. It does not look like he made the truck back down here to Volusia. He will not be our first repeat winner when we return to a track. So, It's all up for grabs here tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Cars are starting to assemble down on the front straightaway, so let's see if we can get us down trackside for Damion Patton Real Estate starting lineup here tonight. So this is how they will roll off tonight for your feature event for the Evolution Racing Technology feature event. Winner of heat race number 1 is going to be car number 41 of Brian Balls. He'll roll off P number 1. His outside, driving the number 28 here tonight. This is going to be Dylan Hutchinson. Starting P number 3, driving car 86, Colby Horner. P4 tonight goes to the 28 of Brandon Combs. Brandon Bender and car double deuce will roll off 5th. 6th will go to the Hamburg Hot Dog, 97 of Robbie Schaefer. Colin Valls, the 1C, goes 7th. 8th will go to Brandon Marlowe. 9th will go to Chase Wascombe. Tater Williams will start 10th. Cody Terry back in 11th. Jacob Lassner in the 12th position. 13th here tonight will go to John Talkington. Cody Early will go 14th, and Andy Piercefield will go from the 15th position here tonight. That's your starting lineup brought to us by Damion Patton Real Estate. Does look like all 15 drivers did make the call to the starting lineup here tonight, so we will have a full 15 cars take the green flag for what should be 50 laps here tonight at Volusia. You see them all down there circling the speedway. As they come by here, getting ready. Lights look like they're already out on the Iracing.com pace truck. That means this time by, we will drop the hammer tonight on the Pro Late Model Dirt Series here. And get ready for some of the baddest dirt racers on the service. The Pro Late Model Dirt Series. Thanks, everyone, for tuning in here tonight. Green flag into the air, and we're racing tonight here at Volusia. Great start by everybody down at turn 1. A little bit of a bobble towards about the mid-pack. They're 3 wide, stretched out already as they're down into the corner. Slide job for the race lead. Colby Horner sliding the 28 of Hutchinson, but at the line, it is going to be Colby Horner. 3 wide just behind them. Brian Valls in the middle. Brandon Bender down to the bottom side of the speedway. 3 wide still, because here comes Robbie Schaefer. He'll pounce while he smells a little blood in the water. Schaefer not able to hold it. The middle there, car 41 shot out of a rocket ship through the middle of that groove. A lot of racing grooves here tonight at Volusia. Jacob Lassner trying to come through the middle now. He saw the middle work, and he's going to get 1. He's going to pick up 2 by the time he hits the line. So a 2 for 1 special in turn number 4. Colby Horner riding away, though, out into the sunset. Right on board with that CoolRay on-board bar camera here tonight. Race leader Colby Horner, the rookie, has 1 win to his name already this season. '22 of Brandon Bender has dropped a couple spots. He's down on the bottom side of the speedway. There you see him in that purple and black number 22. To his outside, Chase Wascombe, last season's champion. See the 41 there. Brian Valls also dropping through the field a little bit here in the early stages. May have just missed a little bit of that setup here at the drop of the green flag. Still 3 wide. Chase Wascombe to the outside. Bender was down to the bottom groove. They settle it out. Chase Wascombe picks up 2. 6 laps down out of the 50 scheduled here tonight. Colby Horner still out front. Marlowe and Lassiter, the 2 teammates, riding side by side. That's the 51 of Jacob Lassiter down to the inside in that orange machine. Lassiter 1 back at Lernerville for the Freedom 100. Looking to see if he can do it again here tonight down in Volusia. They got Robbie Schaefer just out ahead of them. Lassiter going to go to the bottom side of the speedway down here in turn number 1. See how he keeps that car real flat through 1 and 2 and down the back straightaway. And now this time he's going to give it a little kick out to the right rear. Try and get that car to bite down to the bottom. He's making inch by inch, little bit by little bit, but here comes Chase Wascom. Wascom's rolling into the picture just behind these drivers. Right on board with that 107 Tire and Service Center onboard camera mounted just to the right of all of our drivers here tonight. Here Chase Wascom really playing with the throttle that time down in 3 and 4. This time down in 1 and 2 though, he goes top shelf. Tries to dive it just a little bit at the middle of the corner. Right back down to the bottom. Watch how close he's going to get to that tire. Jacob Laster found it in his heat race. Chase Wascom able to really keep the power down, and he missed it. Something happened to the driver out of Greenville, Tennessee. Cody Early has a little bit of damage on that right rear quarter panel of that Bass Pro Shop Food City entry. Cody Early right now sitting back into the 15th position, about 11 seconds off the race leader of Colby Horner. And that means he's only about 4 seconds away from possibly being the first car to go a lap down here tonight. You don't want to go a lap down this early, especially when the racing is this good so far. 22 of Bender still side by side. Actually, now he gets to the inside there, and he will make the move on the number 41 of Ryan Balls. Now it's his time to go to work. Got a lot of ground to catch up if you want to catch Chase Wascom, as he's about 1.5 seconds up the road. You see these drivers are all still side by side. Robbie Schaefer still holding down that 4th position. The driver out of Hamburg, Pennsylvania has ties to racing at the Williams Grove Speedway. His dad used to run a pro late model down there a handful of times a year. I don't know if they got the car out in 2021 at all. I haven't really paid attention too much to the Williams Grove Speedway for the late models, I should say. Now the 410 sprint cars come to town, that's a different story. See Schaefer losing ground there. Jacob Laster will slide up here and take that spot, but he stays right down to the bottom. Chase Wascom, he's one of those. Oh, Laster almost into the inside wall. He'll now slide up in front of the 97. He's going to get split. Here comes the 15 of Chase Wascom. Wascom gets down to the bottom side. Can Chase Wascom do anything here with Lassiter now? 17 laps in the books. Working lap number 18, Colby Horner has led all but one of them, I believe, at the stripe. Dylan Hutchinson, I think, got the first one tonight at the line. John Talkington side by side. That's with the 1C. Colin to the outside in the 1C, that all-white machine. One driver having a little bit of connection issues, I believe. That's the 182 of Tater Williams. Tater right now is not having himself a real strong night. He started in the 10th position, and he's kind of just been sitting there. Hasn't made ground on the race leaders just yet. We'll see if he can make his way a little bit farther front. Championship implications here tonight in Volusia, because it's only a handful of races left in the season. Comes into the night with just over a 40-point lead, or just under a 40-point lead, I should say, over Chase Wascom. And Wascom right now, he's nipping on the heels to try and take 4th from Jacob Laster. He's going to get a little tight. He'll hit a little bit of a bump down in turn 3 and 4. As he hit a bump down there, the car kind of jockeyed like it was going to go right. Got it gathered back up. Here comes Marlowe, though. Marlowe's going to slide down to the inside. Will he elect to slide up in front of the 15 of Chase Wascom? Does not look like he's going to be able to. Wascom's going to graze the outside wall at the start-finish line as he came flying by. Wascom was able to hold the power that time down the back straightaway. Now it looks like he will clear back around Brandon Marlowe, so it's all Chase Wascom for that 5th position. John Talkington and Colin Valls back here still battling side by side. But what they have to worry about is the leader starting to bear down on them. Only about 2 corners difference between these drivers that you see right here on screen, as it's getting really dusty here. Next time by, you'll be the cross flags here at Volusia. Cody Early to the outside. He'll go a lap down to the race leaders. That's also the 28 there of Brandon Combs trying to work the inside of the speedway. He'll get around the 3E of Cody Early. Early just working the top side of the speedway. He knows the leaders are coming through right now. Jacob Laster will be the next one. Chase Wascom really fell off the back end, though, that number 51 of Jacob Lassiter. He was battling with Lassiter and Marlowe there for a good while, first half of this race, and then all of a sudden something fell off of Marlowe's entry, kind of the right rear man going away. Way out front, here's your race leader. It's Horner, it's Hutchinson, and it's Combs right now, 1, 2, and 3. Jacob Lassiter and Chase Wascom, your top 5 drivers here tonight. Gator Nationals always putting on a show, and just like Dylan Hutchinson is holding strong on that second position. Something happened, I believe. Brandon Combs' tracker may be off here as he has just plummeted to the bottom of our race leaderboard. I don't know what just happened to Brandon Combs. Oh, peekaboo. There he is. Race fans, he came back. Hocus pocus goes Brandon Combs to the outside. Hutchinson just lifts because he didn't know where the 28 of Combs was, and now he sees him, so now he can try and regroup and refire. This is the battle with 20 laps to go. They're starting to close in on Horner. It's going to be a 3-car battle for the race lead here in just a couple of moments. Oh! Hutchinson going to slap the wall, entering turn number 1 just a little bit with that right rear. A little damage now wrinkled up to that quarter panel. I don't think it's going to play a big factor in this race here. I don't think that little bit of damage is going to really hurt car number 28. But what it did allow when the drivers went side by side there for about a lap is Jacob Lassiter has started to reel in. Can the Tennessee boy come up here and show these guys how to get around Volusia? A couple weeks ago, I actually watched Jacob Lassiter here on the Iracing.com platform come out here at Volusia and have himself a very good showing, so we know he knows how to get around the speedway here in Florida. Question being, with just 17 laps to go, is it enough time? Your top 4 have broken away over Chase Wascom. It looks like currently sitting at about a little over 3.5 second gap back to Chase Wascom, who sits there in that 5th position. Marlowe still sitting in 6th. Brandon Bender's back there in 7th. Tater Williams is in 8th. Robbie Schaefer is in 9th. And John Talkington rounding out the top 10. Caution lights are going to come on to the speedway, though. 1 car to the outside wall. Stop down in turns 3 and 4. That's the 182 of Tater Williams bringing out the first caution flag here tonight with 15 laps to go in the race. Looks like the left front quarter panel is pretty torn up on the Tater Williams entry. So as that first caution flag flies with 15 laps to go here at the feature event at Volusia, let's take a look back here at the replay and see what happened to the driver of that 182 machine. Tater was running right ahead of Robbie Schaefer. Let's see what Tater got a little piece. Oh, he bicycled it down and then rolled it going into turn number 3. Tater Williams went for one heck of a wild ride. Comes to a rest on all 4 shoes. But man, let's see if we can ride on board. Riding on board with Tater Williams. Talk about driving it till the wheels fall off it. Well, the wheels didn't fall off, but boy, did he give it one heck of a ride down in the corner. Watch this from over top here. Down the back straightaway as we go into slow mode. Watch him. He just jumps the cushion down the back straightaway, tags the wall. The car doesn't rebound. It just gets kind of caught up in the wall. Up over the cushion he goes, onto wheels, and hang on. A wild ride for your points championship leader. As the field already has gone back to 2x2 formation. We'll see if we're going to drop the green flag this time by. And the Iracing.com pace truck heads to pit road. It's out of the way, and we're racing. 14 laps to go here to decide this. Your top 4 at one point were gone. Now it's all jumbled back up. It's anybody's ball game here as they head to turn number 3. Horner has the race lead. Hutchinson's right there. Combs is right there. Here comes Lassiter, 3 wide, funnel back to 2 wide. Lassiter going to roll back through the middle side of the speedway. Combs is to the top side with his number 28, that brightly colored number 28 down to the bottom side of the speedway. That is Dylan Hutchinson with 13 to go. It'll be 12 to go this time by at the line. Chase Wascom back down around the bottom side, catfishing. Horner, Combs, Hutchinson across the line in that order, 1, 2, and 3. Brandon Bender now right here. Marlowe back into the mix of things, 12 to go. What are these drivers that are running right now about 4th, 5th, and 6th they'll have left in the tanks here? What does Jacob Laster have left tire life of that number 51? How about Marlowe? He really faded, and now he's back to the top side of the speedway. There you see him with that flex number 37 machine. He's looking to the outside of his teammate, of Jacob Lassiter. He has some momentum wound up there. Can he complete the pass? 4 wide just about that time as they came out of the corner. Caution lights are going to come on. Second caution flag of the evening has now flown here at Volusia. Back-to-back caution flags. 9 laps to go. John Talkington has gone for a ride in that 48P. There you see him. Slow on the speedway. Driver out of Louisiana. Let's see on the replay what happened to John Talkington. There's Tater Williams to the outside. He had to go back and use a backup car. Oh, the 41 just barely tags Talkington going in the corner. And around the RPM Motorsports driver goes. Right on board with our ShowMeDirt.com onboard camera. There you see it down in the corner. Looks like 41 just tried to carry just a little more speed than John Talkington wanted to down into the corner. So that's what puts us under our second caution flag here of the evening. John Talkington will tag the rear of the field. It looks like car 41 also being sent to the back of the field for his involvement in tonight's race. Race caution, I should say. That's just 2 drivers coming to get 10 to go. They really want to try and make some ground up. You can't fault the guy for trying to make a move. Looks like we're going to go single file because I do believe we are under that dreaded 10 lap to go marker. So the field goes single file for the remainder of this one. Iracing lights are out. Colby Horner, the control car. Horner says, let's fire it off. Let's get it done. We're knocking another one off the board. Horner goes straight to the top shelf. Brandon Combs trying to work the middle of the speedway. Hutchinson a little bit lower, and Jacob Laster straight catfish around the bottom side. He goes catfishing down to Tennessee. He says, I can do it here in Florida too. 8 laps to go. Wascom falling back a spot on that restart. Brandon Marlowe had taken him. Now Jacob Lassiter really applying the pressure down to the bottom side. 3 wide battle for second. They were 3 wide. Combs was down to the bottom side of the speedway with Lassiter, and they left Dylan Hutchinson to go to the high side, and they're looking to do it once again. This time Hutchinson trying to work maybe the middle groove. Now here comes Marlowe. Marlowe going to go top shelf hunting. This time by 6 laps to go here. 6 laps to go, and it's still anybody's ball game. One of them going to jump up over the cushion. That's the 37 of Brandon Marlowe. He'll go up and trade some paint with the outside wall. Where did Tater Williams come from all of a sudden? He went from flipping down in 3 and 4 to now picking up the 6th position. Jacob Laster being scored at the line when the flag man gave the high 5. 5 laps to go. 5 to go here at Volusia. Oh! 2-car tango down to the corner. One of them up and over. It's going to be the 28 of Dylan Hutchinson. Hutchinson's going to go up and over for the 3rd caution flag of the evening. You just saw that happen live. He had to go to pit road. Hutchinson, who battled inside the top 3 all evening long, just made contact. I believe that was with Tater Williams. Let's see what the tape shows us. Let's go out a little bit on our camera angle here and watch it down into the corner. Oh, looks like Hutchinson tried to roll the top side of the speedway, and it looks like possibly the 182 of Tater Williams said, I'm going to go a little bit higher, but there wasn't really a groove there. There you see it, just that little tap, and then Chase Wascom, absolutely nowhere to go for Chase Wascom. Right on board with Chase Wascom. This was his view of it. Flat to the floor and nowhere to go. So that brings out a caution flag here. Under 5 laps to go. We'll re-rack them. We're going to restack them. Colby Horner, Brandon Combs, Jacob Laster, Brandon Marlowe, Tater Williams, Brandon Bender, Chase Wascom now going to be back to 7th. Robbie Schaefer in 8th. Colin Valls there in 9th. Cody Early in 10th. The man that's going to lose a ton of positions here is going to be Dylan Hutchinson, having to take the tow, and he's still down on pit road as the field is ready to go green. There you go, green. Colby Horner says, let's fire them back off, boys. 4 laps to go. 4 laps to go here, and Horner goes to the top side. Something happened to Tater Williams. It looks like he's pretty slow, and the caution lights will come right back on here at Volusia. Didn't quite get a lap completed that time. Tangled up down in turn number 1. I think that all started right at the drop of the green flag there of that restart. There you see Tater Williams. He will pull car 182 down to pit road. Let's go back and watch this. Something happened. Watch Tater Williams on the restart. Don't know if something broke. He went down to the corner. It looks like the right front. Something broke in the right front. Went up, hit the wall. And something happened down below them, too. John Talkington gets turned around, I believe, off the nose there of the 25 of Cody Terry. So Tater Williams has something break on the restart. It's right on board with Tater Williams. Let's see if we can hear anything. Yeah, you saw him hit the wall on the restart, and then the right front damage happened, and it looks like it just collapsed something in the right front of that car. Rough night for Tater Williams. Believe that was the second wreck Tater got in. That's not good for your points championship leader. We'll see if he can bring the car back out onto the speedway. Looks like one driver did get back out before we went back green here, and that's going to be Dylan Hutchinson. He should be able to get his lap back real quick because they did not complete a full lap of green flag competition, and he should be scored back on the lead lap. So the iRacing.com pace car lights are off once again. We're going to put the restart right here. Here we go. It's a quick jump there by Colby Horner. Horner as the race leader. 2 to go. The popsicle sticks that time by Colby Horner. Being scored as your race leader. Jacob Laster, Brandon Cohen, Brandon Bender. Sideways. One of them going around. Up, over. Up and over. Bringing the 5th caution flag out. Big trouble down there on the restart. Big trouble in turn number 3. One of them is on the lid. I believe that is the Brandon Combs entry down there also. He was up inside the top 3. So back-to-back caution flags here tonight at Volusia as the pay window has opened up. All the drivers a little antsy. Let's watch. This was the battle for 3rd. Combs and Marlowe, a little sideways, and oh man, Chase Wascom nowhere to go, but look at Brandon Combs go up and over. The 1C coming in there, barreling in, that's Colin Valls. He just right up underneath those cars. right on board with Chase Wascom. This is him, his onboard camera. Where are you supposed to go if you're Chase Wascom here tonight? I think he's been, unfortunately, wrapped up in a number of these. Just nowhere to go. Every time he goes to the top shelf of the Speedway, he just finds somebody up there, sitting. Looks like Combs is going to have to drop to the back of the field here. The Iracing officials are telling him for being involved in the wreck. Waiting to see where all the timing and scoring is going to show all these drivers here right now. A good slew of drivers were either stopped on the Speedway or wrapped up in that wreck down in the corner. Well, it'll be a little overtime here tonight to decide who's going to walk out of Volusia as the winner. Scoring, I'm being told, is correct here. It's going to be Colby Horner, Jacob Lassiter, Brandon Bender, Robbie Schaefer, and Colin Valls as your top 5. Early, Terry, Piercefield, Brian Valls, and Wascom, your top 10. Restart once again. Big bump down there as they come out of the corner. 2 laps going to be the distance here, and Colby Horner is pulled out to the race lead once again. It's Horner, it's Lassiter this time. Here comes Jacob Lassiter. He knows he's got to give it all she's got. Captain, white flags in the air. This time we will end it next time by at the stripe. Here comes Jacob Lassiter. He is peeking down to the inside. He has one set of corners to do it. Colby Horner going to try and throw a little bit of a block. Lassiter holds his line sideways for the 86. At the line, give it to Colby Horner. Horner going to win. It's going to be Lassiter, Bender, Schaefer. Colin Valls having his best finish of the season with that 1C. Cody Early also notching his best finish of the season. Cody Terry in 7th. Brian Valls in 8th. 9th going to go to Andy Piercefield. Dylan Hutchinson going to rebound to 10th. Chase Wascom to 11th. Brandon Marlowe in 12th. 13th going to go to Brandon Combs. Tater Williams back in 14th. And John Talkington going to round out our field. He is our 15th place finisher here tonight. So Horner is your winner here tonight at Volusia for the Gator Nationals, presented by Evolution Racing Technology. Our post-race show coming up after this. We will have your top 3 finishers here tonight to talk to at Volusia. Don't go anywhere, race fans. We'll be right back here with your post-race show after this message.
The Pro Late Model Dirt Series is brought to you by ShowMeDirt.com, Torque Grafixs, 107 Tire and Service Center, CoolRay Heating and Air Conditioning, Vortex Wraps, Damion Patton Real Estate, Houston Guttering, CK Racing, Evolution Racing Technologies, 946 Designs, Combs Cuts, Scott Morgan Flooring, Marvel Portable Welding, Jeykell Controls, Evolution Bodies, Collins Lawn Care, and Justin Sick Iracing Photos.
Welcome back here, race fans, to the Volusia Speedway Raceway Park, we should really say, as I'm looking over here at the notes and thinking about where we're going next week already at this point. But the Gator Nationals here tonight, presented by Evolution Racing Technology for the Pro Late Model Dirt Series, presented by ShowMeDirt.com, have just completed our feature event here tonight. And we have caught up with your top 3 podium finishers. Let's start things off with the man who led, I believe, all but one lap here. Colby Horner, another win for yourself here. Young man, you're making a name for yourself here with the Pro Late Model Dirt Series. It's your 2nd win of the season.
Yes, sir. You got me?
We got you loud and clear. So a pretty easy one out there, Colby, as you led quite a few laps out front. Were you pressured there towards the end of this one, though, with all the wrath of caution flags at the end?
Yeah, Lassiter definitely gave me a run there on the bottom. He had a really good run going, and I really didn't mean to get into him going down the back straightaway, getting into 3 and 4, but it is what it is. It was overall a really good race. We didn't have that many cautions. I'd like to thank Josh Myers at Torque Graphics, Seth Lunsford, and that's about it.
That's about it. You know, short runnings this season. You didn't compete in all the races leading up to just, I believe it was, 3 weeks ago when you bursted onto the scene here and you were able to pick up your win at Bristol, and now you pick up the win here at Volusia. We got Lanier coming up next week for the Bulldog 60. What do you feel about Lanier? Because there's always, every time I've been there, we've had multiple grooves of racing.
Lanier is probably one of the best racetracks on the game, and I'm looking forward to it. Seth Lunsford should have me tuned up, ready to go.
Well, we're going to let you get out of here, Colby. Congratulations here tonight for picking up your second win right here at the Gator Nationals.
Thank you, sir.
Race winner tonight, Colby Horner, will take home the trophy in the second annual Gator Nationals presented by Evolution Racing Technology. Congratulations to him and his whole group on his rookie campaign, finishing one position behind him. And boy, Jacob, it was a close one. You had this 51 dialed up here tonight. You came from 12th to 2nd, just ended up one spot short.
Yeah, we just we had a good run on him, and I knew we had a chance there when that caution come out. Because we closed in on a little bit on that last run, and he pinched us down. But man, that's racing. You know, it's part of it. He's blocking the win, and that's what you got to do. You got to do. You know what I mean? I'm not going to wreck him, and I got into him because I wasn't anticipating him to drop down that much. I expected him to kind of chop my nose a little bit, but just glad that we were able to finish the race 1-2 and not mess up our runs we had. But yeah, he had a good run. Hats off to him. He drove a good race, and he earned it.
Definitely earned it here tonight. You made him earn that one. But tell us about early in the race here, because you had to come from deep in the field. Didn't have such a great draw there for the feature event. Where did this 51 find all the grip tonight to pass all these drivers?
I started off, and I went in. I kind of was forced in the middle early on, and I've never normally you're on the top of the bottom here, and I hit something in the middle, and I ran it for about 10 laps, and I got up to 7th or 8th, and then some cars got together. I don't know. It was just, you know, anytime you come from 12th with a stacked field, good cars, it's a lot of luck, man. So, you know, we just try to keep the nose clean and get our way up through there.
Well, you're going to have a couple more chances at some wins this year. We go to Lanier, Eldora, Limaland, and Charlotte to wind down this season and wrap it up here. Can we see this 51, this Max Green entry, go back to victory lane one more time at least?
I hope so, man. We'll keep plugging along. I think Tater and Chase had some bad luck tonight, and you know, so if they're on their game and Kobe's on his game, it's like I said, it's not easy to get wins, and so you know everything's got to kind of fall just right. But we'll show up and try, man. That's all we can do.
Well, it's always a pleasure to talk with you, Mr. Lassiter. Before we let you go, there's a lot of sponsorship on the side of this 51 that makes this all possible for you back home.
Yeah, man, I got to thank 399 Esports, Justin and Brandon. They was in Discord tonight, and Justin was watching the race and coaching me along and giving me tips and just, you know, rooting me on. So without their support, man, it wouldn't be possible. And I got to thank all the boys at Flex Motorsports. Just awesome group of guys to be with. And I got to thank John Darby of JDM Designs for the wrap on the car and the new helmet and suit. Get with him, man. He'll get you fixed up. Of course, Max Green, got to thank him for all his support. I got to thank you for the broadcast, man. You're doing an awesome job. Really enjoy watching the replays. I got to thank Cody for all his help with the league and everything he does to promote this deal. And I got to thank the wife, man. She sacrifices so I can come in here and have fun.
Well, there you heard it, race fans. He finishes second tonight, but he may be known now as the smartest man alive, as he actually thanked the most important one out there, and that was his wife. So congratulations to Jacob Lassiter, finishing number 2 here tonight, and wrapping up our podium finishers, Brandon Bender. And Brandon, you may not have had the quickest car here tonight, but you find yourself sitting third on the podium, and when you look at the points at the end of the night, you are going to close in on those top 2 that had some bad luck here tonight at Volusia.
Yeah, I was fast at the beginning of the night, but then I fell off a lot. I think I started 5th and started just dropping back.
Yeah, it seemed at one point you just couldn't quite get off the bottom side of the speedway. You had a great battle there for a lot of that first half of the race with Brian in that 41 machine. Could you just not move to the top of the side of the speedway that early on? Was the car really set up down for the bottom?
The car was the best in the middle. I just couldn't find a good line to get up there to it. I didn't want to hit Voiles. I know he was running that middle, and I just had to bide my time. Try to get around him whenever I could.
Yeah, once you got around him, you pretty much set sail, and then timely cautions really helped you here tonight and not getting wrapped up in those. I don't think you crinkled this car very much at all. Are we going to auction some of those quarter panels off?
Yeah, highest bidder.
Well, we'll see what we can do for you for those quarter panels. It's a great-looking car. Tell us about this wrap, because it's not the same wrap that you had all year.
Yeah, I'd like to thank Dylan Perry for making this wrap for me. I wanted something different, and I like purple, so he fixed me up pretty good.
Well, it's an awesome looking wrap out there, Brandon. We head to Lanier next week. You heard some of your competitors say that that's probably one of the best dirt tracks on the circuit this season. What are your thoughts heading into next week?
I definitely like Lanier a lot better than I like this place. Multi-groove track. I think you can run bottom, middle, and high side and be competitive.
Well, we look forward to seeing you next week, but before we let you go, the red carpet is yours right now. The microphone is yours. Who helps you back home behind the scenes that doesn't get the tear time?
I'd like to thank everybody in CBR. We get in Discord and we help each other out a lot. Learn to drive, which everybody could use some of that. B&B Baits, Dylan Perry Wrap, Combs Cuts, and that's about it.
There you heard it tonight. Brandon Bender is going to be able to pick up that third and final podium position here tonight at the Gator Nationals. Congratulations to all three drivers that finish on the podium. A great night of racing is exactly what it was here at Volusia. These drivers did not disappoint. We saw some great 3, 4, and at one point they decided they were going to go 5-wide racing. We saw a couple of drivers go up and over that I think they were practicing for the Olympics that are starting this week. We'll see if they do make the cuts. But race fans, tonight it was the Gator Nationals here, presented by Evolution Racing Technology. Next week we will head to Lanier, the Bulldog 60, coming from one of the shortest tracks on the circuit. You like dirt racing, you like short track racing, well, let's combine the two and let's go racing at Lanier. That's just 1 week from now, next Wednesday night right here on the Turn 3 Racing Network. So for everybody with the Pro Late Model Dirt Series, everybody with ShowMeDirt.com, all the people over at Evolution Racing Technology, and all of us here at the Turn 3 Racing Network, we thank you for watching tonight's program here from Volusia. We hope you enjoyed it, and we will see you 1 week from now at Lanier.
The following has been a production of the Pro Late Model Dirt Series, not to be reused without permission or the written consent of the Pro Late Model Dirt Series in any way, shape, or form. We hope you've enjoyed this broadcast.